Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for August 28th to September 3rd of 2018. I'm just waiting for people to hop on the video while I'm unboxing some of the decks that I'll be using. And I am going to be doing a career spread later on, depending on how much battery I have left when I get done here. It'll be soon after that I'll do that reading. I hope everyone's having a good week so far, that your week is getting started on a good note. Hello, hello to everybody who's hopping on. I'm going to do this kind of a free form spread because all the other spreads that I'm doing this week are structured. So I'm going to keep this a little bit more fluid. And let's start with a truth bomb, shall we? Let's see. Be your own guru. This is something that, I think there's more popularity with this concept in particular because it's really about doing what works for you, not just taking what somebody else has to say at face value and adopting it as your own strategy. It's something that, this is about kind of carving your own path when it comes to your spiritual practice, your spiritual work, whatever it is that you're working with at this time. And I have an affirmation. Whoops. I have an affirmation for you guys. Okay. Worthiness. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it, and damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else, and then I'll run away very quickly. So it's just about owning your value, knowing what it is that you deserve, and doing that unapologetically. Okay, let's see what else. I'll pull a few more oracle cards and then go into just some 3-card picks and all that good stuff. So perspective, remember that the way you see something is through your own lens. And so if you can find at least one other perspective, sometimes it can shift you out of a gridlock mindset. So keep this in mind this week. Okay, I spilled a whole bunch of cards. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. And then just feel into your body if there's a particular card that's calling to you. And yes, I am really, really happy that Mars is stationing direct as well. I'm right there with you. It's going to be so much easier to get stuff done. Okay. So, card number 1. First thing, Knight of Swords, new ideas, pursuing the crazy ideas that you might not think are going to work out, but you try them anyway. That's what this card is all about, is even if it seems impractical, that you make the attempt regardless. Then we also have the Sun, card number 2. This is just about vibrance, vitality, kind of like getting your energy back this week quite a bit. Just like there's that push, like, yes, things are moving forward. Yes, you're, it's like your cup is full. with this. So you kind of get to look forward to that. Just through, in part it is the Mars going direct. And then we have 5 of Pentacles for card number 3. This is just, there's something about contemplation and reflection with this card. It's just about sitting and kind of considering what it is that you have going on, what's working, what's not working, and just being honest with yourself about that. There's not a lot of action going on with this card. It just looks like you're kind of in a state of reflecting at this time. And then let me see. Let's do another 3-card pick. Alrighty. First thing, we have 2 of Feathers, not really being able to see what's coming up or what's on the horizon, and that's okay. It's one of those things that you just kind of want to go with the flow, and even though you can't see what's coming up and you can't peek around every corner, it doesn't mean that, you know, something's gonna fall apart. It just means that you can't see all the information quite yet. So be patient with yourself with this. And then card number 2, we have 8 of Feathers. Remember that the more you fight, the more you struggle, the harder it is to kind of wind down and see the situation for what it is. It kind of gets you all tangled up in your own thoughts and everything. So this is just something where it really has to do with your perception, your perspective around it. Just like calming down and relaxing and taking a moment to step back is probably a better policy than trying to charge ahead. Okay, and then card number 3, we have the Tower. This is all about like leaving the old behind and welcoming the new. You know, we're really seeing that with this card, you know, how there's like half of it is being burned away, and then you can see all the new growth that's coming in. That's really what you have going on. And to kind of just be okay with this process, because it's something that it is what it is. Again, it's like you can fight it or you can go with it. It's happening regardless. So it's just up to you whether or not you want to make the most of it or resist it. Okay. Yes, the process does hurt for sure. I'm right there with you. It's not always comfortable. You know, they call them growing pains for a reason, and change is very uncomfortable. Okay, this is more of an oracle deck, just in case you're wondering. Alrighty, card number 1. Opportunity. So seeing something show up that you may not have been expecting, or really wanting to have come through at this time. It just depends. Like, there's no good time, right? There's no opportune time for things to happen. And so it's just like they're rolling in now, kind of whether you like it or not. There's a little bit of resistance coming off of this card. I think that's why I'm bringing that up, is just look at what you're working with, where you want to go, and whether or not the things that are coming up right now are in alignment with your big picture vision. Card number 2, we have responsibility. Okay, this is going to be more of like a task-oriented week. More about getting things done, you know, kind of getting into the swing of, you know, the shift in seasons, kind of moving into this Virgo energy fully, which is like way more grounded and responsibility oriented. And so that's what you have coming up, is just all the stuff you need to get done. And then card number 3, we have endings. Okay, so when one door closes, another one opens. The endings card is just showing you that, you know, there are certain things that you have to close the door on, and that's okay. Again, this is another card that's not always comfortable and it's not always easy. It's just something that is a part of life. Like, this is life, my friends. It's happening right now. There's never going to be a good time. There's never going to be a convenient way that life slows down and happens the way you want it to. It's kind of falling apart and falling together all at the same time. All right. All right, pick a card. Okay, card number 1. 2 of Rods. So this is just about getting laser focused on what it is that you want. And really, I'm seeing this as kind of like you placing your order. Like, ask for what you want energetically. Affirm the very thing that you're trying to make happen or that you're desiring at this time. And just focus on that rather than other things that are could be easy distractions for you. It's kind of like you want to use this to your advantage and just take the energy that you have to focus in on your vision, your long-term goals, your projects. Just use this week to focus in on all of that stuff. Card number 2, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So money coming in, or being offered. Like, this is really about the foundational piece of you building, and it looks good resources wise. And I want to be clear, everyone has a different relationship with resources, so you kind of do have some pull in that area. So just keep that in mind as well, that this might be a good opportunity, a good week for you to focus on money belief systems in part, because that is something that can help shift things for you. And then card number 3, we have the 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, reciprocation in relationships. What are you offering? What are you receiving? What are you wanting from relationships? What's kind of sitting on the back burner? Just asking yourself those questions. Okay, and then these are the love and relationship affirmators cards. So you can ask about either a platonic relationship or a romantic relationship, whatever it is that you want from here. Okay, card number 1. We have resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life, but nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. Okay, so just knowing that, you know, this entire process, it's like some days you might feel really good about yourself, and then other days you might have some insecurities come up, or some old baggage come to the surface, and then other days you might feel like you're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. I mean, it's one of those things that your emotions and perception are not stagnant. Like, it's not just something that doesn't move. It ebbs and it flows. And so the more you're kind of accepting of your own flow and the way things happen for you, the easier it is to communicate, be in healthy relationships, and be in healthy relationship with yourself. Okay, card number 2, support. I look at the vast network of support in my life, and I'm reminded of what a superpower it gives me. At any moment, I can call on an army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that loneliness, run for the hills, boredom. I'm sorry, what did you say to me? Pervasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. So making sure that you're reaching out to a support system, the people that you have in your life, making connections, the people who matter, any way that you can. That's really what's coming up to give you some extra stability. And then we have loyalty. I'm there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport, no problem. Bail you out of jail, you bet. Go to see your band again? Maybe. The point is, when I stand with them, I know I'm a part of something special. And to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember that they're standing with me too. Okay. We'll do another one of these. Then I think I'll do some Sovereign Oracle cards and then wrap up this reading. Okay. Card number 1. Ace of Swords. So this is going to be a good time to really list things out. I'm getting a huge intuitive hit that it's important for you to take all the information that's sitting up in your head, in your mind's eye, in the collective, wherever you're getting your information. It's something that you actually want to write down. Like, take note of the things that you have coming up. That looks like it's actually going to help either with the your manifestations beginning to materialize, you setting off on a new idea, or there being something important for you to know if you're writing everything down. So just keep that in mind this week. Card number 2, we have the Hanged Man. Look at your habits. Look at what you're doing consistently. Look at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis with all your micro decisions that you're making. That's kind of where you want to call your attention and see if there's any shifts that you need to make, anything you need to resolve with this, and just take a magnifying glass to it and then see what you can adjust. And then card number 3, we have the High Priestess. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention again to like the messages you're receiving this week, the ideas that you have, the ambitions that are coming up. Just pay attention to how your body feels, and if you get an intuitive hit on something you need to do or make happen, then pay attention to that. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a few of the Sovereign Oracle cards. Remember, pay attention to the phrase that you feel like resonates with you most, and these will apply for everybody in whatever way your intuition is receiving it. So first thing coming up, incorporate. Weave in an unusual element. Bring all of your gifts together under one umbrella. Legitimize the endeavor. Okay. So let's see what else is coming up. This week for everybody. Order. Find a drawer and organize it literally or metaphorically. Take command and aim for your desired results. Find the right sequence. Be careful of perfectionism. Okay, so again, this is all that Virgo energy. I tell you, this Virgo season is so potent. And so that's kind of where all of this structuring, order, incorporation is coming into play. And then we also have ask. Requesting aid takes courage. Verbalize your need for support. Give someone the gift of being an important part of your hero's journey. Delegate it to your guides. Ask for what you need. If there's something you're in need of, if there's something that you want, if there's a manifestation that you're calling in, you want to ask from something or someone. So it's kind of like your expectations, your standards, your conditions, your desires need to be communicated. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard for the manifestation to appear. And then we have alignment. Explore energy first, matter will follow. Find the spine, yours are the one in the situation. Address the source, and everything will fall into place. I like this card a lot. Okay, and we'll do one more. Resources. The time has come to look outside yourself. Trust that all you need to make it possible is on its way to you. Lay the bricks that will create the path to your destination. Okay, so that is all that I have for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I just thought I would do some fun 3-card picks and make it more individual since I have the Follower Appreciation Week going. I am going to step off, charge my phone and everything, and then put together the career spread for you guys, which will apply to you for business, it'll apply to you for school, it'll apply to you for if you're working for a company. So that was the most requested spread, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And as usual, if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, all the links to work with me are in the description box. And I'm probably going to wait a little bit, maybe the late afternoon, to go live again so that, you know, other people have a chance to hop on as well. Okay, so that's all, everybody. Thank you so much, and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.